Just my quick take on the game. It's not bad, but I had 4 gripes. Not huge on the graphics. There's no weight behind your hits at all. You just swing your sword and it just goes through everything. There's no collision between you and the enemies. You can just walk through them. It's hard to tell when they're colliding with your hitbox. And for some of the bosses, it just felt like there was no counterplay. Your only real option was to run and kite them and keep hitting them with abilities that were ranged, and hopefully you kill them before you run out of mana potion or health potions. That was my 5th gripe, actually. It's that old school Diablo problem of just having to chug potions all the time. Anyway, I talk about all this in the review. I didn't think it was a bad game, but having played things like Diablo and Path of Exile, it's not for me. But I hope the devs do well, and I hope that you like it and watch the review and enjoy the review. Thanks. Hey folks, Atlas with Get Good Gaming. Today I'm taking a look at Shadow Dungeon. Nightmarish monsters crawl forth from the darkness while the demon lord lurks beneath the abyss. Venture into the Shadow Dungeon, carve your way through blood and chaos, and forge your own legendary epic. I thought it was a Vampire Survivors, but apparently it's an action RPG, kind of like Diablo, hack and slashy. I've said enough. Let's fucking go. Mage. Paladin. So hold on. Mage. Mages tear reality apart, channeling forces beyond control, with every spell drawing them closer to destruction. Paladin. Amid the shattered remnants of faith, the Paladin still stands against the darkness, trading blood at close range for fleeting order. Ranger. Rangers do not confront the darkness head-on. They leave only whistling arrows and falling bodies behind. Necromancers do not fear death, for death itself is their most loyal servant. Ooh, it's a hard choice. These are all good classes. Part of me wants to go, I'm like 60-40 Necromancer Paladin, but I gotta go Paladin, boy. I gotta get my boy in here, Glail. Actually, I better be Atlas, right? I'm Atlas with Get Fit Gaming. Let's go. Teleport scrolls let you return to town, yeah. TPs? Oh god, okay. It's one of those. New here? This is a Shadow Dungeon, remember the name. It's WASD, which I really like. It looks just like Diablo. I don't need to know the story. I don't need to know nothing except where the bad guys are. Let's flow out of here. Not this way. Not this way. Who would have thought, oh, stay a while and listen. No, no, it's a merchant. Thought it was my boy. Alright, maybe I do have to talk to people. Damn it. This is the Shadow Dungeon, yeah. Click the left controller. This is your skill and item bar. Oh my god, I'm like a kid in a candy store here. I just want to play. I already know how not to hit a guy. Let's break out the nunchucks. Okay. Alright. It's perfect, yeah. I had one and the wheels fell off. Let me get out of here. Graphics are kind of weird. I don't know how to fight. Maybe I should have listened to the man. He won't attack. Hold on. What attacks? It's not left click and right click. Quick cast 1 and 2. Click to set a skill. Empty quick launch bar. Cleave. Alright, so let's put that. And then our right click will be Holy Light. Lightning Blade Prayer. How do I do it? Oh, it's I didn't have any points, so I don't have anything. Blade Master, Holy Light, so this is going to be holy stuff, and this is going to be spells. Like fire. Alright, let's get in there and be somebody. Strange graphics, but I'm not against them. I mean, in this day and age, you gotta do something to differentiate yourself. Sly Snatchers. I met some of those in my time. Oh, these guys are lighting me up. Not a lot of reach on this sword. I'm gonna back up and see about healing. The good news is I'm halfway to level 2. Now, where do those potions go? They're not in my inventory. Damn it! I wish I would have listened to that guy. I don't really. Listen, at this point, if I can't figure out an ARPG within like 2 minutes, take me out and shoot me. Level 2. Alright, now, how do I... Okay. What button is that, though? S, maybe? C for character? No? V, X, W? Page up? Infuse the weapon with lightning, slashing enemies in front. I'm gonna go for lightning, man. Let's go. That's lightning. What are your thoughts at home on this game? Anybody? I know it doesn't look like much. It's got that weird... almost like a Flash player game. It reminds me of like... what was the zombie one? It was a Flash game where your guy kind of moved like that. And you'd like stand at a wall and the zombies would come at you. And then you'd shoot them from the wall and you'd get guns and stuff. Anyway, there was a bunch of them. I think there's even a newer one that's a kind of a roguelike, but it looked kind of like this. But apparently there's all sorts of people playing this on Steam. And I am a sucker for an ARPG. I don't think I've played a game as much as I've played Diablo 2. I honestly don't know how I had a girlfriend at that point in my life, because all I really wanted to do was play Diablo 2. I've killed Mephisto tens of thousands of times. Any Diablo 2 fans out there, do you remember when SOJ's, Stones of Jordan, were the currency? Do you remember doing blood runs on Lord of Destruction when it first came out? When the bloody fields in Act 5 were what people did for experience. Didn't last very long before people figured out other stuff. Oh, a two-hander! I'm a sucker for a two-hander. Even with a paladin, I'm a low level. Oh, look at me. Not even putting that on like a rube. Armor gives me 1% shadow resistance. Not interested. Now, is that not a two-hander? Still have a shield in my hand, which is disconcerting. Now, one of the things about these games, I like to see my armor on my, like, represented on my boy here. Atlas. It's not a deal breaker, but it's certainly a quality of life thing that I enjoy. I don't like the hat and to have a two-handed weapon, and have Buddy here with a shield. But it is the demo. It's early into the situation, so what really matters is the gameplay loop. But so far, it's not bad. I feel like I don't know anything about the game, but having looked on Twitch, it definitely looks like a... Not Twitch, the Steam page. It definitely looks like it could be like a bullet heaven situation. Because there's a lot going on later. There was stuff flying all over the screen. That's why I thought it was a Vampire Survivors kind of thing. You think the game... I'm going to see if the game will let me put a shield on. Or am I rocking this in... Maybe I'm allowed to wear it one-handed? Like, there might be a one-handed option and a two-handed option, you know what I'm saying? Some games have something like that. Well, I guess not. What's the spell? Is that to learn a spell? Mystic Manuscript. Now, does that go in his... Some classes would have that in your shield. Yeah, so it would go in there, but I am... It says magic items level 2, so maybe I need to level something before I do that. Use the weapon with lightning. Passive skill enhancing character attributes. So that's listen, I like anything passive because it makes me not have to think. In some games, I don't really want to spend a lot of time thinking, you know? This is one of them. Splendid round shield. Now, I'll tell you the way I normally play a game like this. Firstly, when I play games in general, I don't go into the mechanics right away. I just want to bang, right? Just let me bang. Just want to go in here and kill a lot of folks. And usually, I'll just bang through some stuff. If I decide I like the game, then I'll dive into the mechanics a little bit. And the other side of it is like, I don't like to generally just like look at every weapon as soon as I pick them up. I like to wait till I have, 10 or 12 weapons. It's funny that the hardest this has been so far is the second I came out the door. It's a footsie game, as they call it. This is the footsie game. Stonehammer Giant. Get back here, you big bastard. I'll through with you. A battle greatsword. I will take a look at that. I think I have a better sword now, don't I? Yes, I do. Yes, I do! It's, I got a buddy I game with a lot. When I start streaming, you'll see a lot of Zafaso. And, I think we have the same form of mild, I think we got a touch of the tism, is what I'm getting at. And we both have the same kind of thing where, if I see or hear, if either of us sees or hears certain song lyrics or words or turns of phrase, we just have this insatiable need to, like, quote that movie or sing that part of the song or whatever it is. And sometimes we'll both hear the same trigger and we'll both say the same stupid thing. It's, it's about 60% Arnold Schwarzenegger quotes. But there's a lot of triggers, man. I got a lot of triggers where I just gotta say stupid shit. And maybe there'll be like little Easter eggs for the folks at home. Try to, maybe some of you will get it, some of you won't. We'll see what happens. So for anybody new to this channel, Atlas Get Fit Gaming, I'm doing reviews, but mostly the channel was born out of the fact that I'm in my 40s. I'm 6'3". I'm well over 400 pounds. I've been wanting to be a content creator for a long time. Everybody says do what you love and you'll never work. Well, I love playing video games. And once I realized that playing video games was could be your job on the internet, I'm just gonna soak this because like I can't outrun this stuff. So I'd rather just soak these guys. Once I realized that like it was on the table for me to like be a content creator, I couldn't get it out of my head. And I was a tradesman for a few years there. I guess I still technically am. But I'm not working right now. I'm doing this full time. I knew that if I committed to sitting and playing video games full time, that I would just keep getting unhealthier. My guy won't swing his sword anymore. I don't know if I have a basic attack. One thing I seem to be missing. Just a basic. I think like I'm always using this or this. I don't think I have a basic attack that doesn't take mana set up in my taskbar. Anyway, I came up with the idea for Get Fit Gaming. So lately, if you look at my channel, I've got PUBG and RedSec is all I have up there right now, and I exercise after those matches. But really, I'm building this channel so I can start streaming. My deadline to start streaming is September 10th, because that's when War Dogs 2 comes out. So before that date, I'll be streaming on Twitch and YouTube full time. This is my full-time job. I'm committed to this. I'm literally in the middle of selling my car to pay for the decision I've made of becoming a full-time content creator. I don't want to sell my car. It's a nice car. I like it. But I'm going to sell it so that I can do this. I'm working on a promo for the channel, which is like a little commercial. I've been working on it for a while. It's almost done. I'll be launching that soon. I'll be doing reviews between now and then. I'm trying to get games in. I'm doing a million things, but really the streaming is the real launch of the channel. I can't wait to start. So if any of that interests you, like and subscribe. Come by the channel. Root for me. Root against me. Watch the stream. I talk a lot of shit. I'll be getting fit. I turned half my basement into a gym. I've been buying gym equipment and camera equipment and stuff for 6 years, getting ready for this channel. And now I'm here and I'm not going anywhere, so you may as well get in on the ground floor so you can tell people you were here from day one. That's my take. Anyway, back to Shadow Dungeon. I really like this so far. It's the only thing I don't like is the weird robotic graphics of my guy here. This feels just like a trade. Like I should just stand here and trade with this guy without much other explanation. A wormbone rapier. I'll take it. Scimitar. Now I feel like that would attack a lot faster. Do I have any? Let me just check here. The Spire helm. I didn't know what that was when I picked it up. Chest plate. A better shield. I don't think I have any need for a bow. The Sage Stone. Is that a thing I wear? It is. Chipped amethyst. A forgetfulness potion. Ah, let's go do some killing. I was hoping I would have some kind of a self-heal as a paladin. I haven't looked at my spells in a while. I'll take a look in a minute. This is like I said, right? I'd rather just bang and then look and be like, oh, I got stuff in my inventory and 3 or 4 skills to poke around at, rather than like granularly go in and pick everything apart, right? Yeah, let me kill him and then I'm going to take a look at the skills. Requires 4 slots. Okay, Charge Strike, Sanctuary Shield, Elemental Blessing. So that's just more character attributes. Hammer of Justice, Fearless Charge. I'm just looking for some healing. I feel like it would be in here. Fortitude. Radiance. Well, that's going to be a while before I get into that stuff. Let's see if there's anything up here. Max health points. So that's something I could use. And what about the third column? Rapid Traveler, Zealot. Oh, the old Zeal. Okay, I'm gonna go with extra health for now. 5% is not a lot, but it will help. And I do regenerate, look at that. Now there was a map. A Bone Maniac. I've known a few Bone Maniacs. I don't want to comment actually. It's not for YouTube. What are your thoughts so far, the folks at home? The reason I asked more than once is because, you know, the game's developing. Maybe you didn't like it, now you do like it. I'm going to gather these guys up, herd them, if you will. Get them away from that other jabroni. See, the name of the game here... Oh, shit. I have another screen going, and sometimes I click off on it in any game that involves my mouse. And this game is like it's a free-for-all. Yeah, you want to eliminate DPS sources is what I'm getting at when you're fighting mobs. You probably know that. If you're watching this video, then you probably know that. A barboot! That's one of my favorite helmets. If I had to wear a helmet, a barboot would be up there. It's pretty cool. The music could be a little more dynamic. A walnut shield. Oh my god. I like the look of that. Though it doesn't change anything on my character. Gamescom was yesterday, and man oh man, there's a lot of games coming. I've been waiting a long time for a good Game of Thrones game. There's a Game of Thrones RTS out there. Ooh-wee. I haven't been pumped for an RTS since probably StarCraft 2. I kind of hope the genre makes a comeback. There's been a couple of them the last few years. I haven't really got into them, but I'm planning on taking a look. I'll tell you what I would like, as much as I'm not a fan of the constant remakes, Battle for Middle-earth 2 would be a banger. I would love to see that one come back. I'm going to give you my short list of remakes that I want. And again, like, I would much rather newer titles than have a million games remade. But that's not to say that there's no remakes that I want. My top picks are Blood Omen Legacy of Kain, the first one. And I would love it if they didn't touch the voice acting, because the voice acting was top cheddar. Pick 2. This is going to be a weird one. Command & Conquer Renegade. Ooh. Oh yeah, let's go. Command & Conquer Renegade. Such a unique game. I think that War Dogs will scratch a lot of that itch for me. Couldn't be more excited about War Dogs, but Command & Conquer Renegade was a different animal, man. That was a really, really cool game. And my third pick, Transformers War for Cybertron. What a game. The online scene. I would love to have servers up on that again, and be able to go and bang. Play against people on the internet. That was so cool, man. Like the sniper was it played out like a COD game because it was Activision, and they made it like a COD game in that you had perks and like a loadout that you took, just like COD. And like the sniper was a jet, so you could like fly through the stage, quickly turn into a man, not a man, but like a human form, or a bipedal humanoid form. Pull out your rifle, snipe someone, jump in the air, turn back into a jet, and rip. It was dope. I'd love to see that one remade. If you're out there and you're listening to these words, what games would you like to see remade? Go back as far as you want. I'm interested in hearing your case. I don't know. My only question about this game is, like, do I have a regular attack? When I first came out of the tunnel there, the portal, I had no attack. I had no ability to do anything. And, obviously I bought these moves. My granddad showed me these moves. See? That's that thing I was talking about. I don't know if I have a regular attack that's not a special blood or weird lightning attack is what I'm getting at. Maybe I do. But I like to just stand here and bang instead of read things and learn and do thinking. I do all sorts of thinking in the run of the day. I don't want to think right now when I'm playing Nintendo. Call of the Brotherhood. Now, what was that? Chromatic orb. Okay. A breach ring. I don't know what that does. Call of the Brotherhood is probably better than that. Let's see what that does. Extra mana, attack speed, stun chance, shadow penetration. That's how I like it. Yeah, they're definitely not winning any awards for the score, I can tell you. It seems like as far as ARPGs go, it seems like it's got some depth. I think I'm not shitting on the Paladin, but I think I picked the least fun class. All I've done so far is hit men with a sword, hit bad men with a sword. I'm gonna take extra health because I'm having trouble staying up here. I like it. It's got potential. I like the spiders. The big fella here. Blood Raider. So, like, what's the counterplay for that? Do I just gotta... Some of these creatures seem like the counterplay is to just soak them until they're dead. Just take the damage, buff your health, take the damage. At least that's what it's like with the Paladin. See, when I take a Paladin in a video game, they're like one of my first choices. Because they can usually they can wear heavy armor, they can use a lot of melee weapons, they have magic, they can heal themselves. It's about the sustain for me. So all the other stuff, the buffs and stuff are cool, but really the ability to self-sustain is what I'm after. So far, I don't seem to have that in this Paladin. Now, do I have a potion or a scroll of Town Portal? I don't have a single dollar, so you must not find money on the ground. You must just get it from the bad men, or when you sell stuff. A crow's gaze. Yeah, so this stuff's worth money though. When I do get back to town, I should be able to sell some stuff, buy some potions, take care of my basic shit. So many games just came out of nowhere. Like I just looked today, saw this game, and I had to check it out. I guess it was part of Gamescom. I didn't really look. Probably not. I can't see this making it onto a big show like that. Is this gonna shoot fire everywhere? No. I honestly don't remember the last. I think actually no, I do. It was Path of Exile 2 was the last ARPG that I played, and it was excellent. But it was early access. I've not played it in a while. I'm kind of conflicted because when it comes to like the whole channel is going to be about streaming. I really want to stream. I obviously am a talkative person. I like to interact with people. I'm very social. And I can't wait to start streaming. But I also feel like Necromancer. Okay. I also feel like if I start playing, like, okay, so I'll be playing a lot. I hope to play playing a lot of War Dogs. War Dogs is the shit. There's a thing to turn on. Do I have to beat this place to do this? Okay, there's all my stats. I'll be playing a lot of War Dogs, but I feel like if I get an audience of people that want to watch me play War Dogs, the same people aren't going to want to watch me play Path of Exile. What I was originally going to do with the workout stuff is I was going to be playing PUBG and RedSec, and I still might. Those matches can be between 5 minutes long and 30 minutes long. So the plan was a 3-minute exercise break between every match. Oh man, these things are gonna... Like, what's the counterplay to this? I don't know what the counterplay... Are they still following me is the other question. I was going to do 2 or 3 minutes of exercise between matches. That was going to be the whole routine. I've got a rower, I've got a hack squat / combination squat machine, I've got a commercial treadmill, I've got a double cable fly, commercial functional trainer with a power rack, full Olympic weight set, curl bars, barbells, heavy bag, medicine balls, kettlebells. I get everything you could ask for down here. So I was going to do 3-minute workouts in between, but sometimes I take a long time to say things, especially when I'm dodging shit in a dungeon. War Dogs is... I've seen the matches go 2 hours and plus long. So what I'm thinking is 15-minute workouts when I play War Dogs and in between matches. I think that's reasonable. It's not too much time. I mean, the people that want to watch me weightlift and exercise, it'll give them a little more at a time. I'll be able to work up a sweat. I'll be able to, like, actually get the benefits of a warm-up for certain stuff. I'm getting smashed here. I gotta leave. And it'll also give people that don't want to watch me work out a chance to go and run to the can or do whatever it is they were gonna do. I need to find out how to teleport home. It's with this right here. Oh my god. No, 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 no. I just figured it out. I just have to push the button. I just have to push the button. You can't be used in this area. But it wouldn't let me out. So I literally walked over this thinking it was a trapdoor. Like, fully committed to walking into the trapdoor. I think I'm about to die. I was right. Potions are for staying alive, not for hoarding. Thanks. Good news is I have all my stuff, because it's not a hardcore game. I'm so used to games that just, like, take everything when you die. Okay. So shift clicking stuff sells it. 20 damage. That's way better. That's a higher number than this sword. I have to get it. 18 and 3, the walnut shield. It's just run of the mill. I don't even want to read all this jargon. I just want something that's a little better than what I got. 18 and 1. What's the armor on it? I can't tell. Is there an armor value? Gives extra health. I'll take it. These shields can kiss my ass.
I'll take a look at that one later. I'll take a look at that one later. That one kissed my ass. I'll look at that one later. Maybe that one. 16 damage attack speed, staff of pouring water. I'll take a look at some of this stuff in a bit. It's like I said, right? I just want to bang. I'll look at that later. Get out of here. See you later. Silence Talisman. Alright. Get rid of that bow. Don't need that. Don't need that. Alright, now I need some potions. So they only sorry, they only have so many potions. So I can't use that in a quick slot. Where can I use this thing? I thought it would be in my shield slot, but it really isn't. I'll get rid of the bow. Spirit effigy, mirrored shield for paladins. Man, that gives a lot of damage. How much is that? I'm buying it. Oh, damn, this one gives me damage too. 4% attack speed. Damn it, Bobby! I had a better shield. I'll buy these though. Surely. 9,000! No, alright. A lot of this stuff's not worth that much. Instilling orb. See if there's anything here worth a ton. Frostblade. Use skill cleave 20% to generate crossblade. I'm not using Phantom Slash, but I am using cleave, aren't I? I am. Alright, I'll use cleave. I'm gonna hold on to that just in case it is better. I'd like to read it. 17-3 attack speed, shadow penetration, use cleave. I'm not stacking the poison damage right now. So what I really need are all these, and 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 that. Oh, I have no money. Alright, well, such as c'est la vie. Misty Plains. So I definitely am in the Goblin Den already. And I didn't lose anything down here. Now, is this procedurally generated? And did I just procedurally generate a new dungeon? Let's take a look at the board here. Yes, I did. Now, I like procedural generation. I think a game like this is required. But I don't like it when it does that and it generates me, procedurally generates me an entire new dungeon. I'd rather have it in this game and know the dungeon I'm in already, you know? Rather than have a brand new one. But these are just nitpicks. This is not me saying it's shit or anything. Now, I'm doing a lot of reviews. I'm really enjoying it. It gets me out of my comfort zone, although this isn't really, this is my comfort zone. I will say that I take the reviews seriously. I don't have a lot of viewers, I don't have a lot of subscribers, but I'm working on it. And I think that as a reviewer, even if I only have a handful of eyes on this, I've got a responsibility toward my viewers and toward the devs of the game. Because I want to just be honest, I want to be critical, but I don't want to be an asshole. I've never really just completely shit on a game. I'll try to find the best in it, and I'll try to give constructive criticism and that type of thing. So, not that I have anything really bad to say against this so far. I like these graphics, though. I like these some of these effects. I'm just saying that I take it seriously, that I look at it as a responsibility to multiple groups of people. That you're going to get my honest take. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm no good to you if I lie. That's what I always say. There's no point in me doing reviews and blowing smoke up people's asses. I want to build a reputation when I do reviews as an honest reviewer. My only real critical take of this so far is that sometimes it just feels like this guy right here, like where I'm at in the game right now as a paladin, I feel like my only real move here is to soak him and eat potions until he's dead. No, I'm not dead. I mean, maybe it's just due to the abilities that I've taken so far. The potions are on cooldown. Maybe this guy's like a major boss. So lightning is probably what I want to do when I'm fighting only one guy, and cleave is what I want to do when I'm fighting a whole bunch of bad guys. I honestly am regretting the class that I took, though. I never got any of the paladin stuff that I thought I was going to get. Got some potions, though. Goblin Den. I found a key, didn't I, up here? Yeah, a chest key. Glad that didn't go anywhere. I hope that both of these don't require keys. Yeah, assuming the necromancer gets to raise the dead, that's probably what I'd rather play. But the other two, honestly, like all four classes. If you're only going to have 4 classes, those are the classes you want, generally. And I would have been happy with any of them. It's not Diablo, and it's not Path of Exile. It's not terrible, but it's not really blowing my skirt up as far as ARPGs goes. I really don't know what... Let me just look here. Just want to peep at Steam real quick. So it is the demo. It released... The demo released today. The game released today. I don't think there was a demo before today, but it's $10.79. It was on for... It was $11.99. 10% off. And, yeah, I don't know. For... Like I said, it's just... You gotta have counterplay. It's gotta be more than... It's gotta be more than, like, you know, the gameplay loop of an ARPG, like... And maybe it's... Maybe I missed something. I miss a lot. I miss a lot of things in my daily life. So maybe I'm missing something on this, too. I just think that, it feels to me like some of this stuff... At least from the Paladin perspective, my only real recourse is to stand there and take it until one of us falls. And pumping potions into yourself. That's the thing, I feel like Path of Exile has a very good potion system. Because Diablo 2, for as good as it was of an ARPG, it had a similar problem where you were just jamming potions a lot, man. If you go into town and you're buying potions all the time, in late game it's like literally costing you like tens of thousands of dollars to buy potions. And depending on what you're doing, sometimes you go in and you like drop potions all over the ground, and then you go back and fight the guys, and it was just like, there's gotta be a better way to do this than drinking fucking 600 potions a minute. And Path of Exile had a very good system where instead of buying a bunch of potions, you have a potion that's on cooldown, and it's a magic item. So you might be able to drink it 4 times, and like, it might give you attack speed when you drink it. It might regenerate its heal cooldown faster. There was all sorts of different things that it could do, and it was more interesting, and it was a better system than just like having to go to town to buy potions. And I feel like this game didn't learn that like just banging out potions is the solution. It's not the 90s anymore. You know, I feel like we could have a little more creativity than that. Now, at least I've committed to one of these trees. Actually, I haven't really. I'm all over the place. Extra stun, scorching hell rift, character attributes. I need more health constantly. I'm hoping this auras. Normally, in every other ARPG I've played with a paladin, there's an aura. So maybe there's an aura that'll do things for me, like add electrical damage or let me heal myself or something towards that end. Oh, I just realized my batteries have died in my better microphone. I don't know when. So I've got a Shure audio system that's like my quote-unquote my good mic. Well, it's no quote-unquote, it is my good mic. And then I've got my SteelSeries headset, which I love, and I'll never buy another headset that's not SteelSeries. These are my Arctis Pros, and I could not speak highly enough of both of them. But my Shure audio system batteries died. I don't know when, so if you notice a dip in audio quality, that's why. I'm glad I have it set up, because I don't like having to... I've sat here and recorded entire sessions before and realized that I'm not recording voice and just wasted 2 hours. I've probably wasted 20 or more hours like that, whether it's not captured video, getting corrupted video, not capturing voice, not capturing game sound, like you name it, I've fucked it up. I've only been doing YouTube for about 2 months now. Less than that. I guess probably just about the 2 month mark now. And I'm enjoying it. Like I said, I'm literally selling my car. I had a guy looking at my car today to bankroll this whole situation. I'm hoping by the time my car money runs out that I'll be making enough money on Twitch and YouTube to stay afloat. That's all I'm really after. If I could stay afloat, if I could break even, you'll be hearing the happiest motherfucker on earth if I can break even making YouTube and Twitch. And I'll just keep grinding until I'm a success. I was born in the early 80s. And like I said, people always said, you know, oh, do what you love and you'll never work again. And I know people that liked woodworking, and I know people that liked cars, and I know people that liked everything, and it's like, well, listen, man. All I ever wanted to do was smoke dope and play Nintendo. And I don't smoke dope anymore. Like, I just can't. But video games is just all I really ever wanted to do. Like, I love video games like a fat kid loves cake. And I also love cake like a fat kid loves cake. And it was never on the table that I could literally make a living from playing video games until, like, it was on the table. And then I had to think about it. One day it's like, you can actually do this. I can. There's nothing stopping me. And
And when I say I've been playing it for a long time, like I found my receipt the other day for my camera, and it's from 2021. And I'm pretty sure the double cable machine I bought was in 2020. It might have been 2020. And this stuff is sat here, and I've built it up. Like, I've got a wicket gym. I don't mind telling you, because I've been planning this the whole time. And I've been doing a bit of it. Like, I've been working out, but like at the end of the day, it's the stream that's going to be the full Monty. That's going to be like every single day I stream, I will have a I'll have a full hour workout minimum. I'm hoping 5 days a week. This is a completely new process for me. It's a new learning curve. So, you know, take a lot of what I say with a grain of salt. I'm going to try to do as much as I can. I mean, anyone that's still listening knows that I love to talk. And I love to play video games. So for me, like, the perfect day is a 10-hour video game session. And if I get to talk to people, fucking right, let's go. Chat with people in chat and make jokes and like try cool shit. Like, that's what I'm here for, man. I want to do it. I really hope if you're listening to this that you come along for the ride, check out the stream, and have some laughs with me, and tell me what you want me to play, and I don't know. Especially now, like, gaming, it's never been better for a gamer than it is right now. And the worst thing is I don't have a console to play GTA with. My buddy Tony has one. He's got a PS5. And we're literally taking a couple days to just play GTA when it comes out. Like, but it's not the same as having it on your own. I don't know when I'll get my mitts on it in terms of being able to play it on my own. Here's what I think they're going to do. This is my hypothesis. It's going to come out for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. It's not going to come for PC first. It's going to come out for PlayStation 6 and the new Xbox in like a year. And a year after that, or 6 months after that, it'll come out on PC. And you're going to have people triple dipping. Because they did it back in the day. They did the same thing. It came out on 360. And then it came out on the new Xbox. And then it came out on computer. Pretty sure that's how it went. And they had like the extra version that you had to buy with the better FPS and everything. So I feel like that's what they're going to do. And that's not even including like what they're going to do for shark cards and all the other jazz. Passive skill enhancing character abilities. Extra stun. Create a scorching hell rift, damaging enemies in front. Let's try that one. We don't have any spells yet. Can I pick that for here? Yeah, okay. Now, here's my other question. And where'd all this shit come from? Okay, hold on. Let me teleport out of here. Hopefully all my stuff stays. I'm gonna just bang off this stuff that I wanted to look at later without even thinking about it. I'm not sure why I do that, how I do that. I'm gonna sell that. This is gonna 24 damage, eh? We'll get rid of that. Oh yeah, give me those right there. 16 mana, max health damage. I'll take that. 17 max health damage. Fire resist, companion max health. I'll take that. I don't like to, especially in a demo, man, I'm not going to sit here and hem and haw. I'm going to pull the trigger. I want to get in there and beat somebody. Take that. Let's go. 16, 18, 3%, 2%. It's about triage, you know? trying to make decisions on the fly. What's the best decision to make? Do it quick. Take a look at that later. I'm not sure if it's a shared stash, just in case I decide to take a look at something like the guy that has a bow. I'll hold on to that. That's for Necro. I'll hold on to that. I got lots of... And I'll sell this shit if I feel like it. Physical resist. I think I'd rather that. Let's get rid of this. Health points. Max health. Get rid of that. Now, I could bang a couple of these in there. Sword. 1% lightning damage. Not high enough. Plus 11 jewel. No, I'm just gonna get rid of this shit for now. Now you might be watching me going, oh man, you got rid of that thing. I'm not gonna sweat it. I don't care. What I don't know won't hurt me. $20,000 I have right now. Anything dope up in here? 21% damage. Nothing I really want to spend a lot of money on. Alright. Now I'm going to go back here and drop a bunch of shit. I'm just making space. I'll look at this shit later, man. Get out of here. I forget what I was saying. I had some kind of thing to say. Sure, it wasn't that relevant. We're in a great spot for gaming. I love games. I said it in a few other videos. I've been gaming for a long time. And at any point in my life, there's games I wanted to play. And as new games come out, and new consoles come out, and new options come out, you just move on, man. Like, I'm sure when I was a kid, there was probably like a few dozen Nintendo games I wanted to play on NES, and I just never got onto it. And then the SNES came out. We got a Genesis, and I had an SNES, so that was probably like those games just went to the wayside. And then there would have been Super Nintendo games and Genesis games I wanted to play. New consoles came, and I kept on moving forward. And it's the same way now. Like, you could delete my 200 favorite games and the next 100 games I want to play, and there'll just be another 100 behind them. If all video games in the world disappeared except for Atari, well, I'll be back playing Atari. I mean, that's who I am. I will say though, like I said, I picked the worst class for this demo. This is kind of getting old. I haven't... Hold on here. I haven't casted my spell yet. I cast... Okay. There. I put fire on the mouse button. Will you look at that? How much mana does it take? Not a shit ton. Yeah, I am getting a little... I'm getting a little bored of this. And I can't really put it into words why. The thing is I've spent so much time playing ARPGs that sometimes they take a lot to hold me down. And there hasn't been a lot of them. I kind of moved on from the genre in a lot of ways because, like, they're just... I don't know, they don't make them like they used to. I had this one, Wolfson. And I really wanted Wilson to be a big deal. And I was waiting and waiting. I got it super early access, and I was waiting for years for this game to catch on. And then I look at it one day, and it's like discontinued. It's over. Like, it never really got anywhere. And I kind of felt bad. Yeah, I mean, Diablo, if you want to go to ARPG, just go get Diablo 2 Resurrected. The GOAT. It's literally the Diablo 2 original with better graphics. You can even push a button while you're playing it and like go back to the 90s graphics. Like, man, hard to beat. Like, you could play Diablo for 10 years and not get certain items. Not be guaranteed to find them all. It's rough, man. It's different than these games today. Like, I think it was I did a review earlier today, Felon Cell, and I think I was talking about this, and it's like, you play Diablo 4, and the game goes, oh, you're level 10, here's a level 10 sword. Here's a level 10 enemy. And I'd much rather the randomness of Diablo 2, where you don't know what you're going to get. You know what you can get in an area, in theory, and like there's monster levels and stuff, so it's not completely random. But the odds of getting stuff are like 1 in 800,000 of getting any given item. So you could be there for a while. You know, when I saw the numbers on Steam for this game, I thought there was going to be a little more for the game, I mean. Like I said, I made the worst class choice for sure. Although it's a little spicier now that I have this ability. Just not a fan of the potion thing in the way that I used to be. Getting lots of items anyway. Man, like, Diablo 2 was so addictive back in the day. I heard it described once as a combination between a piñata and a slot machine for your brain. Like, you get to smash on something, and then it pops open like a lottery ticket, and you don't know what you're going to get. Like in Diablo, man, you're playing Diablo, and like a Sur rune dropped, or a Vex rune, or a Jaw rune, or a Bear rune, like, you just about shit yourself, man. When you find like Talrash's armor, or any of the really GG high tier items, man, like, holy shit, it can make your day. It really could. I know I've said it a few times, but you definitely use better music. Now, I try not to pass too much judgment when it comes to a demo. Like, I get it. It's only a slice of the game. But like I said in my last review, a demo should be an appetizer that leaves you wanting more, you know? And sometimes I've been playing demos that just don't give you enough. Like, I played this game, Pax Autocratica, a few weeks ago. The fucking demo was... You could play it for 6 hours or more. There was so much to the demo. It was like a good chunk of the game. And then I've played other demos where it's like 15 minutes and you're turning it off, and it's like... It's more like a tech demo. It's more like something you'd show an executive to be like, here, pay for me to finish this game. And I mean, it should be your time to shine. I actually can't even understand why there's not more demos and playtests on Steam. Like, I don't know, man. If I had a shooter, if I had a multiplayer game that I came out with, I would want a free weekend. Like, if I believe in my product, here's a free weekend. Get the boys on board. Like, what could go wrong with getting more people to play your game? Like, if you have a shit product and you're trying to sell a game that you want to you want people to buy and then regret it and not play it, that's a different story. But if you sell a good game, like, you're only going to make more money by giving it a free weekend. There's so many times where I see a new multiplayer, I'm like, oh sweet, I'll play that. Like, look at what's that game? It's just about dead in the water now. The guys that made Halo made it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It only came out about 3 months ago. I'm not playing it. It's super colorful and weird. But, like, that game was free and everyone got on board and played it for a little while, and a lot of people are still playing it. Well, not a lot of people. But, like, I played it. I talked about it. And a lot more people were exposed to it because it was free. Crimson Cavern. Oh, I've made it multiple. I didn't even realize that the Wasteland was a different biome than Misty Plains. So this looks like, so far, Act 1 of this game, right? Like, if it's playing out anything like Diablo. Any Diablo players in here? Any, Path of Exile players in here? What do you think of this game at this point in the demo? Ooh, I'm taking that. I'm taking that. I'm getting rid of this. I'm getting rid of this. Getting rid of this. $23, 6%, 4%, crit hit, blazing sword. 24, 23. Let's go. Get out of here. 22, 2% attack speed. I've noticed, like, people don't sit and listen to their own voice. But I listen to my own voice because I have to. And I've noticed that, man, oh man, I mumble sometimes. I really mumble. Like when I am... Oh, it's a necromancy, is it? When I'm editing, I'm looking at the timeline for noise down on the editing software. And it's like, you know, like a up and down line that talks, just shows you where there was talking. And when you're trying to cut between words and sounds, you gotta zoom right in to get between them. Between words and stuff. And I'm telling you, there's times where I'm looking at my words and there's no space between them. It's just like a curved, bumpy line that goes into the one word, goes into the next word, goes into the next word. And it's really funny. It just shows me that, like, I'm just a mumble talker. I don't mean to be. It doesn't sound like that in my head. Blockchains. They're not giving me much for potions. Got a few of those. Five. 4. I got some dough anyway. That's what I was gonna do. I'm gonna put some stuff in the sword here. 1% shadow. 1% lightning. 1% poison. 1% frost. I'm just gonna go all lightning. Because I have lightning over here. It's weird, man. I really don't like the art style. Like, the art style is only so important. It's not a super big deal for me. But my thoughts on it are it stinks. Right click, 1 skill point. Oh, nice. 3 points to choose from. Reduce cooldowns, flame charge, 3 projectiles. I don't really want to buy the prerequisite. I'm going to level this up to level 4. Because it's dope. It's my best crowd control for right now. I'm an hour, 9 minutes in. Oh yeah. Another thing is the hit. Here's the thing with this graphic style. I think it just kind of dawned on me that why I don't like it. It's not just the aesthetic. It's that the hit, it's really hard to determine hit registration. Like, I know that they have to attack me before I notice it, but sometimes it's just hard to tell what I'm hitting and what I'm not. Like, can I just walk through enemies without taking damage unless, like, their attack animation lines up with my hitbox? Yeah, am I missing something? I get to bust through the wall or something over here. Or am I just going around? I guess I'm just going around. I'm loving that though. That's a big ability. Music's picked up. It's ominous, foreboding. Much better in here. I really want to maximize these guys' time in that fire. Has anyone else out there played this demo? Much better sword, oh yeah. Way faster, way better damage. Now, I don't think I've seen unique weapons yet, or the equivalent of a set item. Like blue and green, I believe are just levels of rarity. Don't think I've seen a unique weapon yet. I could be wrong. I sold it at the vendor. I hope there's a shared stash. Like, that's another good thing about Diablo. You're playing Diablo, you're playing a barbarian, and you find a dope crystal ball for your wizard, for your sorceress. And then, like, you weren't even planning on playing the sorceress, but now you've got a big ticket item. You got an Oculus or something, swirling crystal, and now you're gonna go and build out a sort. Like, you're already building it in your head, and you just throw it in the stash, and then pick it up with the sorceress. Nice, you got lots of health. And Robert's your father's brother. You're off to the races. Oh yeah. That was the right choice, putting the points in that thing. Is this easy mode? Oh, the silverfish. I could take a potion, but I am regenerating slowly, so I'd rather just wait. I'm not taking a shit ton of damage right now. Yeah, like those things right there, for instance. Like, am I going to take damage from hitting them, or their little mouth thing? The only way that I'm going to take damage. They don't seem like they're a threat. But, I mean, maybe it is because I can't tell what I'm getting hit with or what I'm not getting hit with. Storm Shield, I wish. Storm Shield was a great item. Until the later stuff came out in Diablo. Now, even Diablo 2, I've got some critiques with it. Like, they set up a system where a lot of things just didn't scale in Diablo. And the late game, a lot of the time, was a lot of the same stuff. There was a lot of... Eventually, it just became rune words. And the rune words were just so much better than most of the items. There was only a handful of items that would ever compete. But I think Path of Exile 2, like, I played a fair bit of the first one, a few hundred hours. Path of Exile 2 was just phenomenal, man. That was so good. I'm not even sure if it's under early access. I bought it when it launched at early access, and absolutely love it. There, dive, fiend. Give me your helmet. Did I not pick this shit up? I just wasn't close enough. I don't know though, this is... It's okay, but the more I play it, the less interested I am in playing it. I'm just kind of going through the motions. I think part of that was the Paladin. And I can't really put my finger on it. So I guess it's just a couple little things. I mean, how do you think about a game? Do you think about it like it starts with 100 points and then it loses points for certain things, or does it start at 0 and it has to build points in your mind of goodness? Does that make sense? I kind of think I start with like it starts with 100 points philosophy. I think that's the best way to have an open mind. It's like, here's a game, I don't know anything about it. That's the other thing, is when I start my review, I pretty much don't know anything about the game except what type of game it is. Sometimes I don't even know that. But I feel like I like to go into it just thinking like, okay, this game could be great, and then I start to pick it apart and talk about things that I don't like. And sometimes the game can lose points very quickly. I try to do reviews of anything that I want to play, anything that's popular on Steam because people want to see it. It's not just for clicks. I want to make things that people want to watch. Right? I don't want to make a channel for people that don't want to watch it. It doesn't make any sense at all. But that being said, there's a lot of different types of reviews on there. If there's lots of people interested in it, I'll check it. If you write me in the comments and there's a game you want me to review, I'll go take a look at it. Not necessarily guaranteed, but I'll try to fit it in. I love being recommended things. I wonder where my first healing thing is. Cooldown reduction would be good. Yeah, I don't want to get too far into all this. I'll get some more lightning damage. I don't really need the... Uh-oh. I don't think I need the cleave as often, because I have this for crowd control. Now the music's really picking up. This is good. This is like some serial killer shit. I expect Michael Myers to be here when I hear this. While we're on the subject, Ooh, now a tarnished shield. That's purple. Paladin item, damage 18. 14%, that's a lot. 9%, that's a lot. Crit chance. Physical penetration. Blazing sword. Chance to generate elemental slash. That's what I have now, pretty much. So what would this stuff do in the shield? Poison resistance, lightning resistance, shadow resistance, physical resistance. I'll take physical resistance. That's the thing too when you're playing these games. Firstly, it's a demo. Even if it wasn't a demo, man, everything scales, so use stuff. If there's slots and there's gems, stick it in. Don't play with it. Don't fucking think about it too hard. You're gonna find better shit. Just do it. I was gonna say some stuff about gaming and music. This music made me think about... Actually, it made me think about the original creepy basement music in Resident Evil. After you fight Yon the Snake, and you go downstairs, and it sounds like it's some real serial killer shit. And then I started thinking about Silent Hill and that score, and I'm wondering what your thoughts are on music in games. I don't know why, but I'm kind of fixated on horror games right now. I'm getting beat here. What? Out of juice? Oy, this guy's beating me here. I need to thin the herd here is what I need to do. I think that is doing... No, it's not poison damage. That's shadow damage, I think. It's the purple color. If I could thin the herd here a little bit, make a little more sense of what's going on, and just kite this guy through my fire damage, I think that's the move. I've got enough potions to survive. I just really don't like the idea of that. Of running along and drinking potions over and over. I might be able to trade with this guy a little bit. Whoa. Once this other stuff dies, it feels like a lot of these bosses get off on calling things in, though. I mean, I really don't want to, but I think my best move is to just kite him through my flames. Yeah, no, this doesn't do it for me. I don't know, it's like the combat could be better. I don't know how else to say it. I need to regenerate. That's going to be poison damage. It's like his area of effects are they're so big I can't get away from them. Like, it's not like I can dodge them. Especially when I have to get in there and attack him with melee. It's just a battle of attrition. He's just a big dumb bullet sponge that they want me to stand here and trade with and pretend that I have more potions, I guess, than he does. There's no counterplay to that. Can I go up? I can't leave. Yeah, like my options here are to just go and get more potions and hope for the best. Like, there's got to be a skill associated with fighting a boss. Can't just be. It can't just be this. And this is egregious. Like, look how long this has been going on. We got 11 left. I mean, I can do this. It's just not super interesting to me. Then it just comes down to math, like one number being bigger than the next. I guess I should have put the purple jewels in my thing. Even this, it's like I'm hitting him. And it doesn't feel like I should be hitting him. Like, am I hitting him there? Are these sword swipes hitting him? No, I guess when you see the yellow, that means I'm doing yellow damage to him, electrical damage to him, lightning damage. And the thing is, too, is I'll say with all my videos, like, I want games to succeed. I want developers to be successful, to make money, to sell their game. I want gamers to find games that they want. So if you hear me doing something like this, and I'm kind of chirping the developers or whatever, or chirping the game or aspects of the game, it's just that I'm trying to be honest and critical in a way that's constructive. Now, maybe I made poor decisions in my class build. Certainly done it in other ARPGs. And not everything has to be viable. You know, if you take one path, you know, if you fight Endariel and she's weak to fire, but strong to poison, well then, it might work out that your first boss fight is a lot more difficult. Or it might be super easy. Okay, I'm gonna drop my shit stuff first. That's a poison. Well, I think that's better armor. Just gonna drop the stuff that doesn't look very cool. Oh, that's a necromancer item. I thought it was just a bottle of poison. There was a green something or other up here. Keep pressing I for inventory and it's just wrong. Death bow. Wait, whoa, that was pretty good damage, wasn't it? Open these up real quick. That is non-magical, so I'm not even gonna look at it. Yeah, like, where is Michael Myers at with this music? It's better than I have. You know? Maximum mana, attack speed, treasure drop rate. Boom, let's go. That's good though, most of the stuff I have is magic. Health points. 26, 5% health, that's 11. Normally I would come back and pick all this up, but I'm an hour and a half into this. I'm about to wrap up this review. I feel like that's probably the end. Wonder why there's skulls on that now. I'm kind of losing steam here in terms of like playing the whole thing. 21 attack speed, treasure drop rate. No, what I have is way better than this. Oop. 26 attack speed, slow resistance, movement speed. I think these are better. All that attack speed is going to add up to 26 max health, damage. No, I like what I have better. 22, 5, 3, 3, 3. I'll take that. Four, 5 damage, treasure drop. Nope. Plus 11% damage, extra attack speed. Now I wonder if that plus 11% is how I got to the 20, or is that on top of the 20? Physical damage plus 9. Molten Fissure, chance to generate elemental slash. I think I will switch to that, but I'm not going to throw that blade away just yet. I want to take a gander. Maximum mana, attack speed. No, I'm going to keep with the 2% or the 10% treasure and stuff. I think is really good. $19 mana, attack speed 10. I'm trying not to go crazy here. I'm not trying not to spend too much time. $22, 5% damage, 13 attack speed, frost damage, sanctuary shield. I'll hold on to that because it's got an ability on it. 23, 6%. No, the other one's better. 19 mana, max health 9, damage 5, treasure drop rate. Let's go. I can go. Health points. Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. Maybe I probably should have looked at that a little better, but whatever. That's the thing, man. There's a lot going on in these games. You can't sit here for an hour and read everything. Like, you go to your mind. 37 damage, 6%, 4%. 37 extra damage seems like a lot, doesn't it? But that other thing generates the spell for me. I wish I knew what those did. I really do. Do they go in here? No. Damage plus 25, 6%. Attack speed, no. Attack speed, no. Treasure drop rate, no. Let's go. Get out of here. Get out of here. 19 damage, attack speed. No. No. 11, stun 4, mana. Okay. Damage 12, damage 4, lightning damage. $13 health, 6%. No, the other one's a little higher. Alright. That's the same sound effect as Diablo. Right out of the book. I just want this stuff out of here. Permanently increase your shadow damage. Reset skill talents. Don't need that. Permanent increase to 100 mana points. Yeah. Remove all negative effects immediately. Move that. Move that. Move that. Move that. Alright, let's take one. Oh, I'm 100,000 gold already. Just one quick. I'll give it a few more minutes. For the viewer. Here's the other thing too now, for anyone that's still listening. From what I understand the way YouTube works, right? It'd be better for you to watch 10 minutes of a 12-minute video than to watch like 20 minutes of an hour-long video. Because the percentage of watch time is better. So, one of them is going to give me more watch hours, but the other one's going to give me a higher percentage of watch time in the video, okay? That's good. That tells YouTube, hey, people want to watch this video. They watch a lot of it. If you make a video that's an hour long and people watch 4 minutes of it and turn it off, then that tells YouTube that people don't really want to watch this video, so stop showing it to people, okay? The reason I'm bringing this up is that it would behoove me to take this video and edit it down into like a 10-minute or 20-minute or 15-minute situation for people. And it would probably be better for my channel in the long run for the growth. But for the off chance to someone that watches the entire thing, I would rather make it for that person. Okay? So, in a lot of ways, I'm probably doing myself a disservice by choosing to do it the way that I do it. But I would rather make it for the guy that sits here and watches the whole review. I just think that that's a better... I'm making a better product, if you want to look at it that way. I'm doing a better service. I'm a better entertainer. I don't know. However you want to look at it. I'd rather do it for the one guy that's going to sit there and watch the whole thing. And because at the end of the day, anyone else can skip through it. If you want to watch 5 minutes, skip through it and take a look around, that's fine. Although most people have probably turned it off already. I've had videos that are 2 hours long and watch time on them is 3 minutes average. And that includes the fucking 8 people that watch like the entire thing because they forgot about it. So, but like I said, I'm not going anywhere, right? Like, this is not a sprint for me. This is a marathon. I'll reinvent the channel. I'll do whatever I have to do to keep going. And not every decision is just based on some fascist math to grow my channel at the best rate. I want to do it for you, dear viewer. Whoever you are. But I will say, I've lost interest in this game so far, at least in the Paladin class. It's just not, it doesn't titillate. It doesn't tantalize. I gave it a chance. I like an ARPG. It's not terrible by any means. I'm not even saying it's bad in any way. It's just, I'm a little bored of it. Now, maybe if I went and lived my life a little while, that I might say, hey, man, I want to jump on and play. Shadow Dungeon. That type of situation, you know? But right now, I'm just kind of getting a little bored of it. It's a little repetitive. And I know, I mean, ARPGs of this style are repetitive. But it doesn't seem like... I don't know. I know this isn't objectively true, but it seems like a lot of the enemies are just kind of the same. I know they're not, but it just kind of feels that way a little bit. I am happy with my progression. I've got lots of cool weapons. Let me see what this is about here. Raise a holy shield, increasing block chance. Extra stun. Critical hit. Movement speed. Oh, that would actually be pretty good. I didn't see that before. That would have been pretty good for the boss fight. Movement speed is always an essential thing to take. Like, put it this way, right? Like, trying to put into words what I don't like about this, I'm going to put it in context. The Paladin in Diablo from like 1990, I don't know, Diablo 2 was probably what, 97? 98, 99, 98? I don't know. That Paladin is way better than this Paladin. Like, just cooler and funner and different abilities, like Zeal. I would have had Zeal by now and just be banging all sorts of shit out. I'd be burning them with my aura and smacking the shit out of them with something. Yeah. And I mean, this flame thing is cool, but I expect that more from a sorcerer or a wizard. I guess the biggest thing is it just kind of feels repetitive, and the gameplay itself is not super dynamic. I mean, part of that's on me because I haven't picked a lot of skills. Like, I mean, I could probably be casting 4 different spells out here right now, and there's a bunch of other classes. There's 3 other classes, so I'm not trying to say that the game is not is boring. Maybe I just picked a boring class. More movement speed. The enemies are kind of nondescript too. Like, that's the thing. Like, if you were to turn the game off right now and get me to tell you about the enemies that I fought, I'd pretty much be able to tell you about the last 2 that I fought, plus the worms. They're kind of nondescript. Whereas if I was in Diablo, I'd be able to, I'd be able to tell you everything that I fought. Now, I do this a lot. I talk about other games. Sometimes it's hard not to. I mean, I've played Diablo for 6,000 hours. It's the GOAT. It's the benchmark for ARPGs. And I'd be remiss not to talk about it a little bit. I mean, that's the thing. Something's always going to be compared to something else. It's like I did a review for Mortal Shell 2 the other day, which I thought was pretty cool. I didn't really like it, but I think it's a good game. I think lots of people will like it. But I must have compared it to Dark Souls and Elden Ring 100 times. I don't know how I wouldn't have. It is a little weird for me to be shooting big fireballs with a paladin, though. Not how I envisioned it. I mean, the paladin in Diablo had... oh my god, what were the hammers called? Spiritual hammer? And you just stand there and hammers would swing around. People thought it was boring. I thought it was cool. It was fun. I guess technically it was boring. But I liked it. And you had some smite abilities and stuff, but you didn't have like crazy shoot fireball all over the ground type things. For the most part, you're in there mixing it up. Yeah, like if I wasn't doing a review, I'd be done off with something already. Damn, I'm out of potions, aren't I? These things have a lot of health. Revenant, Stone Skin, Poison, Regenerative, Extreme Toughness, Mutual Annihilation. I wonder how often the merchant replaces his potions is what I'm getting at. I wonder if I could leave town and then come right back. That ability I'm seeing, that must be Elemental Slash. Okay. The other thing is like this game could have been made by 2 people, and with small dev teams, I have a lot more leeway with things. I try not to be nearly as harsh. I'll take their boots. 23. Hard to beat that treasure drop rate though, man. 32. Extra health. No, I got other extra health is better. 29. 3 is 2. 114 shadow damage, 34 poison. I think I will take that because it's shooting the other thing off. 26, 13, 4, 3. Plus 1 molten fissure. So does the thing I have, it does extra physical. Am I making any, like, insanely bad choices out here, in anyone's opinion, in terms of what I'm choosing? Like, so mana, attack speed, drop rate. 10%, 5%. Take that. Rotten round shield. Man, can I get another one of those? Where's Phil get another one of them at by, huh? 39 damage. I'm going to take it, but I'm not going to get rid of my other one just in case there's something I'm not getting. There's probably a lot I'm not getting. 37 damage. 25, 4. Same thing with that. There's just so much to deal with, man. And this kind of takes it out of it to me. And it's the same thing in Diablo a lot of the time. Because, I mean, I don't know a lot of this stuff. But the other thing is a lot of time in other games, you don't have all these options early. You don't get these options till later, where you have a million different suffixes and prefixes and that type of shit. Oh my. 15 and 4 and 3. Alright. Get rid of this stuff. Like right there, right? Like I could edit all that stuff out. And there's probably people that will get to that and be like, oh my god, he's going through the inventory. And just shut the video off. That's unfortunate. Because you always have the ability to just skip ahead. But I don't judge people, man. I close 100 YouTube videos a day. And the other thing is the way I look at it, like, no one owes me anything, man. I have to make stuff that people like. If you don't like it, you're not going to watch it. If you're not going to watch it, I'm not going to succeed. So I have to make stuff for you. I don't ask anyone to like and subscribe because you're you're helping me out. If you like what you're seeing, like and subscribe. If you don't, then don't. If you think I'm a jackass, tell me. You know, like, I'm an open book here. I've thought about this for a long time. I've been getting ready to put myself on the internet. And I've had a lot of anxiety about it. Like, am I willing to put my face, my voice, my basement, my life on the internet? For, like, untold numbers of people to see? Because really, that, you know, if I'm successful, that could mean thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. Could mean millions. Who knows what the tide will bring. But like, I had to make my peace with that. Like, if I'm willing to do this, I'm putting my life on the internet, at least a good chunk of it. So I've got to have a thick skin. I've got to take all comers. I'm going to try to make stuff that people like. But at the end of the day, I can only do my best and try to communicate, and hopefully people will communicate with me. But not everyone is going to like what I do, and I understand that, and that's fine. I like what I do, I can tell you that. I really do. If you have any suggestions for games, anything that you think that, based on what I've said and done, that you might say, hey, this Atlas fellow might like this other game, then fire it in the comment. I don't know, man. I want to see what the next biome is. I don't know if I have it in me to get to the end of this demo. There is a lot to it, I will say. There's more to it than I thought there was going to be. I kind of thought it was going to tap out at the Goblin Cave thing. I think the graphic style is really holding it back, though. And I mean, again, it's not like they're gonna remake the game because it has a different graphic style. Just for me personally, makes it kind of hard to get into. Sword of Regret, 16%, 13%. So let me take a look at this other thing real quick. Attack speed, damage 212, 207. This one has a higher attack speed. I want to try this out. Physical damage, sure. I'm not too worried about it, but yeah, the damage is a little lighter, but the attack speed is a big deal. Yeah, I don't know. The fact that I can just walk through all those enemies like that. There's like no hitboxes. Like, I can't get body blocked from a creature. That doesn't feel right. I could just fucking walk in and out of Whether it's a giant or a slug, it doesn't matter. I can just like walk through it. I can walk right through all this shit. That doesn't feel right to me in an ARPG. And I never really put it together until right now, but that's part of... I don't know, there's a lot of weird stuff that just doesn't sit right. It's a lot of little things that keep me from really liking the game. Oh look, Diablo is here casting his spells. That's definitely like an homage to the Lord of Terror. Bone Prison. I know my lore. Bone Daddy. Oh, the potions again. Yeah, I really think the Path of Exile games they've got the potion system dialed in, man. I think it's much better. It's like, obviously your health's a problem. Dealing with damage is a problem. I don't think the solution is just like... Wait a minute, I've got all sorts of potions. They just weren't stacked. What's happening here? What is happening here? And now they're there? I don't know. I don't know what just happened, man. That was weird. I'm not sure what they're doing there. Damage. Extra health, but not much. Maximum. I don't know. I was only here for the potions. I'm just gonna sell a couple things real quick. Real quick. $40 damage. Let's take a look here. My damage is 207, 216. It's 8% slower. We'll see how it works out. I'm just about done. It's the 2-hour mark. You know, I'm not really enjoying it. I can't imagine anybody would be at this point. And again, you know, I'm not trying to shit on the game. I've been playing it for 2 hours. Maybe I'll go away and think about it again. It's just, I don't know, it just seems kind of dated, you know what I mean? It feels like I'm playing a game that came out like 30 years ago and has been reskinned. That's what it feels like. And I mean, this is all contextual, right? Like, if this is one person, there could be one person that made this game, in which case I'd say, man, this game, oh, pretty good kudos to the person that made this game. Barracks. So this is a battle. This is a boss battle. Look at the map. I would say I'm right at the end of the game. Not a moment too soon. Royal blow. Yeah, I don't know. I guess the Fortune Temple. Oh, okay. It's just the seeming lack of counterplay that's I'm really against. It's like, look at this boss. Same as essentially a reskin of the Giants. And I can't get close to him, so I'm gonna have to run and kite him and cast this spell. And the stage is even designed for me to do that by it being a big circle. Adamantium Bulwark. I just think this is a boring way to fight a boss, man. And I think it's kind of a fundamental problem with ARPGs in general. Like, there's no dash in this game. And I'm not saying that's a good thing or a bad thing, because a lot of these games just like, they give you a dash, and it's like, that's how you have to play the game. You have to dash. I want to see what this guy does. Oh, yeah, he hits hard. Don't want to trade with him. Extreme toughness, death strike, stone skin, immune physique, magic resistance. Maybe I can get this guy down. What I would like is a cooldown reduction. Yeah, I mean, so I went up, I tried to trade with him. He hits real hard. That's not really, with the kit that I've built, or with the character I've built at least, it's not in the cards for me to just trade with him. So my option is to do this for 8 more minutes. And like I said, I've seen this play out in lots of ARPGs, because it's like, at best they give you a dodge and you're left doing the same thing. And I don't know, I like ARPGs, I'm not against it. I'm not even sure, like, what's the technical term for this? Like, I guess this is an isometric ARPG, because, like, Elden Ring's an ARPG, and so is Diablo, and so is Beast of Reincarnation. But I guess it's the isometric aspect that really sets this game apart from other ARPGs, action RPGs. Tomorrow when I get up, I'm going to be reviewing a game called... God... Molar... No. I keep thinking it's... What's the thing from Game of Thrones? Valor Margulis. It's not. It's Valor Mortis. Something like that. Looks really cool. It's like a first-person, super bloody, gory, sword-fighting... ARPG with zombies or creatures. I don't know. I barely took a look at it. I saw that it came out today. It looked really cool. The demo came out today. The full game is not out for a while, but I'll be taking a look at that. I'm going to assume this is the end of the demo. Luckily, I'm a talker, and I've got 6 minutes left to talking, at least in me. There's a whole... Look at the map. You can see all the other enemies. I thought they were dead. They're just running after me in a pile. Oh, he almost got me. Now, I feel like if I had any other class, he would be dead already. Maybe not the Necromancer, because I would make a Summoner if I was taking a Necromancer. And I'd imagine this guy would be chewing through my summons. So the Necromancer would probably be not in good shape. Now, it's possible... Oh, I should have taken that. Oh, wait, I thought that was an upgrade. It's possible if I took the Mage, he would have one-shot me already. But I haven't really been letting him get super close. I can't let you get close. I feel like the Archer would be the best fit against this guy. Sometimes I'll say stupid little things, and they're just references to shit, man. They're just like when the tism takes me and I have to say a thing. Maybe you get it, maybe you don't. That's part of the fun. If no one gets it, then I'm the only one that gets to have fun. And if someone else gets it, then me and that person, we can both have a little fun. Either way, there will be fun. Well, kind of built up in my head that those were going to be good chests. They weren't. Yeah, like this is about as fun as watching dog shit turn white. Running around and hitting this dickhead with fire and then running around. Look at the moonwalk on him. Shimona! Like, should I be just like going in on him and banging? That's the thing. It's like I don't feel confident with the hitboxes to really go up and hit him. Flash potion. You take that and your pants fall off. Alright. I'm out of here. Let's see what the boys have to say. Alright, look, it's 2 hours and 6 minutes. I want to pull the pin right now, but this is obviously the end. I do this for the one guy that's still listening. Now, that's kind of a loaded statement, because I got a couple buddies that are really supportive of the channel, and they probably have this on. Shout out to Tony, and Paul, and John, and Ed, D-Mac. I think those are all the people, and Claire. Those are all the people that I see in the chat that I know who they are. And they probably have it on, whether or not they're watching it, they got it on somewhere. A lot of people do. Liz. And I'm definitely probably missing people, but it's 2 in the morning here and I'm trying to pay attention. But there's probably at least like organically, like by the law of averages, there's like one person out there that I don't know that's still listening. He's probably cleaning his room, getting baked, or doing something, and he's just like, for some reason this is still on. I'm doing it for you. Whoever you are. You know, it's like they say, you know, if you can just reach one person, you know, it's worth it. Savage Butcher, this guy's name. Now, some people would be picking up every item. I'm not that person. There was a time. That time has passed. Passive skill, attack speed, Crit chance. I'll go for the attacks. Oh, wait. What was that? No, I'll go for the attack speed. I'll take the crab juice. Like, if there was ever a war between the old and the young, anyone within 10 years of my age, like, we could communicate to each other with Simpsons quotes and references. Easily. Like, you would think it was the Clockwork Orange or something, the way that we would have a hidden language. And it's funny, because not only would it be Simpsons quotes, it would be like the first 12 seasons of The Simpsons only. See, we weren't drowning in choices when I was a kid. There wasn't a lot, like, when I got home from school, man. Now, I had a satellite dish at one point in my life, so I'd come home from school, and I would watch Tailspin. I think it was this order. I'm pretty sure it was Robin Hood, the cartoon, Gummy Bears, bouncing here and there and everywhere, Tailspin, and DuckTales. Woo-woo. That's what I would watch every day after school. Then the satellite dish didn't last too long because it was not great. And then at a certain point after that, it was I feel like it was Degrassi Junior High. Was it like 3:30 or 4 o'clock? And then you had Family Matters. And then you had Fresh Prince, and then you had The Simpsons, I believe was the order. And at that point, we only had 3 channels. So it was like, it was either that or the news. Or French, the French channel. In fact, at a certain point, there was only 2 channels. And then we got, another one came along. And really mixed things up. Now here's one. When I was real young, like I barely remember this, we had a party line. Anyone out there know what a party line is before I describe it to you? You're not even going to believe it. If you're a young person, you're gonna think this is horseshit. Okay? A party line is when we shared a telephone number with like 2 different neighbors that lived in different houses. Okay, so we picked the phone up to use it. The neighbor's 12-year-old daughter could be on it, who was our cousin. And everyone had a different ring. Like our ring, it might have been like ring, 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 ring. That was our ring. And then the neighbor was like ring, ring, ring. Well, that was the neighbor's. I believe there were 3. There was either 2 houses or 3 houses on it. But that's what it was like. Now, I was only a little kid when that happened, and I don't think it lasted for too long. Pretty sure that I was maybe 4 or 5 when we got rid of the party line. And I remember when my dad got a car phone. Before car phones were really a thing. Well, when car phones were a thing. It was like had like a big case, and it would, it lit up, it all lit up, and people were like, oh my god, you guys have a car phone. Like, it's the future. It was the future. 40 maximum health. I can't tell, like, when that says X amount maximum health, right? Is that adding 10% to my max health? Or is it already added it to that item? And that's why it gives me the health that it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about any of this stuff. Get out of here. See you later. Goodbye. Anyway, yeah, there was a point where, like, if you had a car phone, it was a big deal. People were like, holy shit. Got a phone in your car? And then back then you'd be like, yeah, I got a car, but you'd call people just to call them from the car phone. Like, yeah, I'm on the highway. And they're like, what the fuck, on the highway? Yeah, we're on the car phone. Yeah. Anyway, that was the thing. Oh my god, this is... I don't miss this part about these type of games. Give me all your tots. Still haven't figured out what the books do. Yeah, I really don't like the... I know I've said it multiple times. I really don't like just walking through enemies as if they're not there. That's weird to me. I think it's a bad game mechanic, and it kind of just comes off as lazy, to be honest. Restless Maggot. Oh my god, you got any more of them? Oh, thank you. Abyssal Boots. Yeah. Different type of big enemy. Sigmund Freud. Alright. Take this guy out. Alright, he's not a big deal. He doesn't even attack, I think. He just has a stinky aura. Oh yeah, he attacks. He reeks of onions. Get out of here. Sigmund Freud. He's one of those guys that with all the tigers. Look at this. Oh man. Well, look. I said I would finish the dungeon. And I'm going to. But I'm not gonna like it. No, what I was gonna say is I'm not gonna exhaust the whole thing like I normally would, I don't think. Well, maybe I will. I don't know. I get tired and loopy. And I just... Here's one takeaway I had about YouTube. I was watching... I'm not going to say his name because I kind of feel like a dick for calling someone out. I was watching a Dead by Daylight streamer years ago. And I wanted to like the guy because he knew his shit, man. He knew all about it. And he's not one of the big ones. Like, when you say Dead by Daylight, he's not one of the top, like, guys that you think about. He's not one of those guys. But I was watching this guy, and I was like, man, I really want to like this guy because he knows so much about the game, and he's good, but he was just annoying. Like, he would just say the same stuff over and over, and I couldn't figure out how he was popular, because, like, he would just kind of say something, and then he would say it again, and he'd say it again, and he'd say it again. And I couldn't figure it out. And then I just realized that, like, you could be the most annoying person on earth. Like, you could be someone that I turn them on, or you turn them on, or whoever turns this person on, and you just listen and you go, man, I can't take this guy. Like, he's driving me nuts. But for every person that feels that way, there'll be a person that is willing to listen. And I feel like it's kind of like if you ever watch... You know, watch a carpenter build something. There's two types of videos. There's the carpenter that sits there and doesn't say anything. And then there's the carpenter that doesn't shut up. And he tells you what he's doing and why. And I think that there's a room for both of those people. And I am the one that doesn't shut up. And I think that, Even though there could be people, there's probably a bunch of people that have turned me off already. Go, oh my god, this guy drives me nuts. But for all the people I drive nuts, there'll be people that want to hear me. As strange as that sounds. So I'm just going to keep it up and play games and talk shit. Now you might also be wondering, like, it's a fitness channel. Why is there no fitness in this review? I feel like if someone looks on Steam and they see Shadow Dungeon and they go, oh, I wonder if that game's any good, and they search for a review, they want to watch the review. They don't want to watch some fat dickhead they don't know lifting weights on a treadmill. That's why I just make sure to tell everybody about the channel. And like right now I'm kind of in a weird spot where I'm just getting ready to stream. So everything's not playing out the way it's going to play out, you know. And stream is really that's the show, that's the commitment, that's what I've been thinking about this whole time. Is a live audience and working out and having people there that get to look at me and see how big I am and watch me train over months and years and get in shape and be part of that whole situation. I think that's really cool. Another thing too is I'm a new content creator. I don't have a lot of subscribers. I think I have 95 subscribers. I put out about a video a day on average right now. I think this will be my 70th video. But in my promo, I'm going to give you a real good look of what I look like, and I'm going to have a guess my weight competition for the first stream. So my scale is accurate to a tenth of a pound. So if you guess my weight to a tenth of a pound, whoever gets the closest will win a prize. So the fact that there's going to be not a lot of people there means your odds of winning are probably pretty good. So keep an eye out for the promo. Give it a watch. Guess my weight. And I will figure that stuff out on the first stream. I will reveal my weight. And the other thing is, it's not just weightlifting and physical fitness. I will be talking about diet. I'll be tracking what I do. I'll be doing like a weekly weigh-in. I mean, like I said, I'm well over 400 pounds. I'm 6'3". I wasn't always like this. I used to do Taekwondo. I used to run 5 kilometers a couple times a week. I used to run 10 kilometers every now and then. I used to love running. I did a 10-kilometer run in 50 minutes, 11 seconds. About 16 years ago. And I would like to do it again. I really miss running. I really miss just not being in absolutely terrible shape. Man, there's so much bullshit here. I don't like that you can't click to go places. This really adds a tax on the thing. I could just go dump this stuff, but it's so incremental. Like, you're always going to have new stuff, right? Keeping the gloves until I get better find rate. Better treasure trap. That's not as good, but everything else is better. I'm just banging out swords. I'm not looking at a crazy amount of detail, man. Oh, 48. I should have kept that one. Not too worried about it. I'd rather my time than at this point than a better sword. My eyes are weary. All right, so let's take a look. So 31 health and 31 health. Maximum health points 14%. So what's my health at? 19, 18. Okay, so that percentage definitely comes with what I'm talking about. See, I'm starting to get tired. I'm starting to lose the plot here. I must venture on. Oh, it permanently increases 1 backpack pages. Okay, I'm gonna throw my gems in here. Jesus, I'll throw everything in here. Get out of here. Now, I could probably sit here and put better stuff on. I'm sure I don't have the best build right now. But I'm just about to sleep in my chair here, so. Let's finish the Dread Dungeon for that one weird dude. Doctors don't want you to know this one weird trick. Whoever that dude is out here that's still watching, man, I appreciate it. Could be a lady. Could be anybody. I will say that it seems like 100% of my demographic are males in their 40s, it seems. The world is a young man's game. The thing is, you live in the world, man, and when you're in your 20s, when you're in your teens, when you're a little kid, you can't wait to be a teenager, man. And when you're a teenager, you see that the world is about you and the next generation. It's the whole thing is designed around the young folks, and then all of a sudden you're old and you're irrelevant, and it'll happen to you. Oh my god. Skull Slayer. Oh my god, I thought you were dead. There's the portal. That's going to take us now. I have a prediction. My prediction is I go in here, and this is the boss battle, right? And it's going to be a big guy that I have to run around from and shoot him with my fire thing for a long time. Torture chamber. Is he going to be some kind of a butcher? Some kind of a gouger? Two-tone boots. Just going down here so I can open these chests, maybe get a couple more potions. Because I feel like this last boss is going to be a slog. Yeah, that's another thing. There's no weight to the attacks, right? Like in Diablo, it's like, man, you're hitting them with a big slam or something. Like hitting them with a big heavy attack felt a certain way, and then hitting them with banging on them with zeal felt a certain way. Felt dope. I want to take more fire damage because I feel like I'm going to just be running and shooting fire damage at this dude. Yeah, all the attacks in this just like, they're just me swinging through them with there's no weight to any attack. There's no weight at all. It just feels like no matter what, it's whether I'm hitting them or not. There's no difference in sound, there's no difference in speed, there's no difference in the swing. I could be just swinging in the fucking air. These aren't the bosses either. I kind of thought one guy might be the boss. I know one thing. These guys are tough enough that I got to get rid of them before I fight the boss. I don't want these jabronis ruining my shit. An arcane shuttle staff. Alright, Blitzkrieg. Let's see if I can just get to the bag, man. Oh, purple ring could be good. Mana, attack speed, yeah. That's all you had to say. What's this here? 32. Oh, yeah. Man, I did not think this was going to be this long of a game, I can tell you. But I will say, I'm impressed with the length of the demo. This is definitely, you're definitely getting your money's worth for this demo. I hope people enjoy it. I still have to finish this. The one thing, if you're ever thinking about getting into YouTube, the render time, man, something I never really thought about. Like, I've got a 5080 in this thing, and a good CPU. And like this video right now is 2 hours and 31 minutes. Let's call it like 2:45, hopefully by the time. This dungeon is big. By the time I'm done. For this, like, once I edit it, which is very little because of the style of my review process, I'll cut the beginning, I'll cut the end. That'll be it. If I pause it for a few minutes for some reason, that'll be cut out. And otherwise, you get what you get. It's the full Monty. But once the editing is done and I press render, my CPU and my GPU are working for like 2 hours. Well, 2.5 hours, 2:45. It'll be almost 3 hours of render time at the quality that I render at. And when I'm doing that, I can't play another game. I could play a game like this, but I couldn't capture it because it'll be choppy. So while it's rendering, I can't really be making content. And then to put it on YouTube, if you don't know this, like I've got 1,000 megabit upload speed. Put it on the internet. If it's a 2 hour 45 minutes, it's going to take about 2 hours, 2.5 hours to put online, just to upload it to YouTube. Come on, everybody. So, yeah, you might not have known. I didn't know about that stuff. Yeah, there's just a little too much math in this game. A little too much of, like, me just standing there and doing more damage than that guy until he dies before I die. There's a little too much just jamming on potions. There's a little... I don't know. I don't like walking through people. I don't like the no weight at all to the attacks. These are my thoughts. Rapidly fling. Oh my god! Swing a flaming sword. Cooldown reduction. Reduce cooldown reduction for everything. I'm taking that. Oh, that's from Molten Fissure. Oh, okay, perfect. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, okay. That's really good. Oh, there's one more room. I'm hoping it's like the last one where it's just a boss room. Yeah, I just feel like a rock'em sock'em robot, man, the way he's just stands there swinging his sword around. And it's hard to tell if it's an artistic choice. It feels more like... Alright, this is a boss room. It feels more like a... This is easy choice than a... This is what we want our video game to look like choice. But I don't know. I thought it said Unity when I first turned it on, like the Unity engine. I'm not sure if that did damage to me or not. Is this the big baddie? Is him? Bloody Abomination Slacky. Oh, that's him. Remember what I said, that he'd be a big man that I had to run away from and shoot fire at? Yeah, I don't know, it feels like a really good Flash game. I don't know if anybody's old enough to remember them. I can tell you one thing. I don't know a single thing about the story. And I don't want to know. Even Diablo 4, man. Like, I played Diablo 1, 2, and 3. And I picked up 4. I didn't pay much to the story. I'm pretty sure I skipped every cutscene. I just didn't care. It's the gameplay loop I like. And it's not like I'm like that with every game, you know. There's some games have fantastic stories. Oh man, I just kind of want this to end at this point. But I'm also tired. That's not me being completely objective. A raven mummy. At this time of year. The thing is, too, is this game is $10, $11. I don't expect it to be Diablo. I'm falling asleep. I can tell you one thing: if I die, I ain't coming back. Because I don't even know they're going to be like, "Oh my God, you beat Slacky. You could save the..." I don't even know where the village is at. I don't know the land I'm in. I don't know Decker Kane's name back there. I don't know shit about fuck. I wish he wasn't zoning me with that poison. Oh, it just takes so long, man. You think that this will do anything to him? Oh, wicked, my companions will have a long life. Oh, what's the time on this? We're 2 hours 40. I can tell you, I did not expect this to be like my 3-hour playthrough. I thought this was going to be like an hour tops. And listen, maybe someone in the audience knows. Like maybe I'm really hurting my channel by making these long videos. I don't know. I'm nobody. People don't know who I am. It's not like I have a name yet. I had 2 videos that did pretty good. And the rest of them are, you know, I've got some in the hundreds. A couple in the thousands. I've only got, like I said, I think this is my 69th or 70th video. Where did all these dickheads come from? Oh my god, I don't even have them to half. I want to see if the poison's hurting him. Can't tell. I'm just like a child in a car, and I just want to know, are we there yet? That's on me. I can't let that reflect how I see the game. I'm just tired, and I should have wrapped this up or paused it and did it later. Oh, I almost fell asleep there. What would you do without my stream of consciousness? But, I mean, that's why I like to talk, obviously, and I can be quiet. It's not like I'm incapable of being quiet. I'm just a talkative, jovial person. And I think that I would fit well as a streamer. I would like to talk to people while I play games and chat and make jokes. Is anybody in the comments section, while I fight this guy and I've got time, have you seen War Dogs? I just played the playtest. I literally put, I think, 28 hours between Friday and Sunday. I've never been more pumped to play a game. It's like, it's a sandbox war. And there's a million things that you can do to contribute to the war effort. And almost everything that you do makes you money. It's in a massive map. So, like, example, the game starts in the very beginning when no one has any money. Especially when the game, like, your money crosses over. When you make money in a match and you go to the next match, you keep the money. But when I first played it and no one had money because we were all new, you buy a truck. and I get 4 guys in the truck. And it's 3 kilometers to the fucking battle zone. So, like, you have to go all the way into 3 kilometers before you even get to a fight. It would take you 15 minutes to walk in. So, I load 4 guys in the truck. I drive in and drop them off. I get paid for it. Then, like a minute later, I get paid because they survive. Then they get a kill. I get paid because I dropped them off. I was their driver. Then they capture a point. I get paid again. And I drive back, and I get some more guys, and I drag them in. Then when there's no guys, I buy some equipment. I put it in a crate. I drive that into the battlefield, drop it on the ground. And then if people need bandages or ammo, they buy it from me at a 20% markup. And I make money. And then I buy a chopper, and I start flying guys in. They're trying to get to the hot zone. They're trying to get to a tower. They're trying to get places. You're flying people in the chopper. And then you got guys that are in there building bases. Engineers, support characters that are literally building concrete structures. They're building defenses. They're building doors and gates and mortar pits and defensive towers and machine guns. And they need building material and they need fuel. So they will literally write in the chat, "We're after this." And I'll say, "I'll bring that into you." And I'll get a big chopper and I'll buy a pallet full of material and I'll put it in the chopper and I'll fly it in and I'll land or I'll drop it from the air. And then they can use it in their base. And it's dope. You can just go in and be a support guy and like build a forward command module and then start putting up walls. And then when you need material, ask the pilots, you ask the drivers, and they'll drive it in or fly it in. And you just build. Like I've had games where, and this game's long. I've had games go 2.5 hours. And I've also had games where I don't fire a shot. I'm in a base doing base stuff the whole game. And contributing. And making money and leveling up. And it's like some other guy goes and he puts material in the chopper and he flies to the middle of nowhere and he builds a little base and he builds a SAM site, like a surface air missile site, and he shoots choppers down. And you can do anything you want in there. You can run and gun, you can snipe, you can run around on the ground with a bunch of dudes blowing people apart and trying to cap. You could run around as a medic with smoke grenades and defibrillators and get people up from combat. The sky's the limit in this thing. It's 3 teams of 33. I'm almost killed this bastard. I'm only talking about it because I got so much time and I'm trying to stay awake here. But yeah, it's super fun. If you like war games, the first-person shooter, it's really, really cool, man. I can't wait to just like go nuts on it. Like, I was kind of wondering what I'm going to play on my stream, right? Like, I like PUBG, I like RedSec. They're not exactly the most popular games in the world. And War Dogs is going to be big, and I'm going to be front row center. Like, other than War Dogs, the only games I'm super excited for, obviously Grand Theft Auto. But Elder Scrolls 6 and State of Decay 3, those are the big games for me. And who knows when they're going to be a thing. How did I not kill this guy just even by accident? Sacrificial Hall. Well, I'm not going any further, folks. I can't take it. I'm falling asleep. I thought that would be the end of the game. I can't even believe that it's gone this long. I'll give props to the demo. It's massive. And it'll really give you... Okay, that's a upgrade your gems. Reforging. So there's depth to this game as far as like a Diablo style ARPG. I definitely can't get into it right now. I'll take one quick look at the sword stuff. The gem thing is self-explanatory. Click the hammer button below to strike the selected equipment. Complete the reforging. Reforging will randomly reset all elemental damage types and their value distribution on the equipment, but the total amount of elemental bonus will remain unchanged, okay? Reforge elemental skill. Enhance equipment-based attributes. Click the hammer to strike the selected equipment. Okay, so this just rearranges the pluses to strength and health, mana, damage, elemental damage, elemental type. It's just going to mix this stuff around. So if you find a really good fire sword, you can turn it into a lightning sword and the number will stay the same. That's essentially what they're getting at. So let's try it. So this is a brutalizer +1, +2. Okay, so if I went here and took my sword, cost me gold. The equipment has reached the maximum number of enchantments. Okay. Dawnlight Laminar. That's just giving me better health and damage and stuff. So this resets all the elemental things. Okay, hold on. Let's move that down here. So the number stays the same, and the resistance stuff... No. Yeah, no, the numbers changed too. So that's just resetting it. That's going up. Currently selected. Why is it... I'm not sure why there's a number associated with it. 40, 39. It's costing me something. But I'm not sure why. And then if I did this one, it's got no additional skill. That's got Hand of Sacrifice. No additional skill. So what does it mean by additional skill? Click the hammer below this to strike the selected equipment and complete the reforging. Only effective on equipment with additional special skill effects. Oh, does that mean stuff like this one? Frost damage, fire damage. Okay. It changes the type of damage. So that's it. Not, I mean, it's a little bit of depth to it. That's what the game offers. So anyway, look. I think they did an okay job. You know all the complaints that I have. I'm not going to go over them again here. If you're interested in watching a guy in his 40s try to turn his life around, get fit, and talk shit, play video games, make reviews, do all the shit that I talked about, then come on by the channel, like and subscribe, watch back for the promo, guess my weight, and come and watch me stream and be a part of it. I think that'd be awesome. I hope you enjoyed the review. I'm Atlas with Get Fit Gaming. Thanks for coming. Sorry it took so long. GG. Check you later.
Get Fit Gaming.